Hello, it's Keith from Man Publishing, and today I'm going to review the next iteration of the EasyVSL video sales letter creator software. Now, this is EasyVSL 3.0, and they've added some pretty amazing features to it, which I'm going to get to here in just a second. So basically, they've kind of overhauled some of the core features that we already love, right? They have the automatic slide creation, custom slide backgrounds, dozens of custom fonts. You can insert existing video clips into the VSLs as well. Speech-to-text video creation, one-click translation, and there's a ton of different translations that you can do. Text-to-speech, built-in audio recording, so you can record right inside of EasyVSL. One-click video syndications. You can export slides to PDFs and presentations, and edit, and of course a timeline editor as well. Now, one of the actually, there's two really major features that I'm going to show you today that they've added to 3.0, and one is a kinetic style video. Now, if you're not sure what kinetic style video is, I'm sure that you've seen these before in the past, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you those in just a second, exactly what I'm talking about there. And what they've also added in is, with the use of IBM Watson, they've actually added the ability to now sync your video, your audio files with your video, with each slide using Watson. So it's manual, so it's automatic rather. You don't have to manually sync your slides anymore like you did with the previous versions. Of course, you still can if you'd like to, but it's pretty cool the way that they've innovated and used Watson to help auto sync those slides for you. Okay. Now they've also added an instant image search library. You'll be able to soon import other EasyVSL presentations. There's a sound effects library using integration. So they've added a ton of great stuff. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump right in here. I'm going to show you basically pretty much three different things here. I'm going to show you how that auto speech syncs your slides. I'm going to show you what a kinetic style video is. And then we're going to go into just kind of the more basics of EasyVSL and just show you some of the settings as well as how you would handle importing an existing video right in the middle of your presentation. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to create a new VSL, and what you're going to have is you can start from scratch, or you can paste some text in. Okay, and we're going to do the paste here. I have just a little like about maybe 7 or 8 slides that I've created the text for that will go ahead and paste the text. Now, here's where you're going to get the choice of the classic style, which is the original version of EasyVSL, and then as well as kinetic style. Now, like I said, we'll get to kinetic style in just a second. I just want to show you this speech, this Watson integration that they've done first. So let's just go ahead and we'll just say that this is Watson, and we'll hit paste text, and we'll hit OK. Now there's tons of different backgrounds that you can choose from. They also have different slide animations that you can do, a ton of different fonts, and you can choose your text color here. Right now I'm just going to leave it all kind of default just so I can kind of show you the settings here, and I'm just going to pick a generic this browser looking background. All right, so right here, because I've chosen the paste the text option, I'm going to go ahead and just copy some that I have here and paste it in. All right, so what we need to do now is we need to tell it basically which where one slide starts and one ends. Okay, and you simply do that is there's two ways. You can simply select where you are at here in the text and click this add slide mark like that, or you can go in here and you can hit Control Enter, and it will add that as well. So let's go ahead and create these. So each one of these that I'm adding is now going to be its own slide. Okay. That and that. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll hit next. And you're going to get your opportunity when you're using paste text to edit any of these in case you've made a mistake. You don't have to go back, or you can delete, and you can actually go here and edit it as well. Whatever you want to say there. So let's go ahead and hit next. And as you're going to see, here are my slides. So I have 8 slides. All right, so what I'm going to do is, seeing it's already here, I've already got my slides imported. Now, of course, I can make any kind of adjustments I want. There's a nice little editor here. I can add images if I wanted to search for, just say, fitness images. Okay, there they all are. You can go ahead and add those in. You can also upload your own as well. Now we also have is you can add a watermark to the videos as well, and of course add more text. All right, and we have our basic kind of text editor here. Now what you can also do is write left to right or right to left, which is kind of a cool little feature, to use. So now what you also have is the ability to add bulk actions, okay? Because right now you'll notice I'm selecting, I'm on frame 1 here, and now frame 2, frame 3, and so on. I can edit these individually if I would like to put different, let's say, slide animations for each of the slides. Or I can do a bulk action, okay? So I can actually just go ahead, click the bulk action, set one of these that I'd like maybe slide right, and that's going to basically go ahead and apply that to all of my slides here, and rather than doing them one by one, okay? So seeing we've already got all the slides created, we're just going to go ahead and jump right in and hit next, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to have Watson go ahead and sync our slides, okay? Now I'm going to show you the manual way to sync slides as well as we get into this a little bit, but for this demo here, I'm just going to show you how Watson is going to handle this, okay? All right, so let's go ahead, and first thing we need to do is obviously record some audio or import some audio. All right, so we have the audio, so you can import here from an existing audio file. You can do text-to-speech from here, or you can record. And I'm just going to record right in here, okay? And basically all I'm going to do is record all my slides, okay? So what I'm going to do is hit record. I'm going to pick the right input here and start. EasyVSL is back and better than ever. As you can see, it's very simple to create stunning, engaging video sales letters in the matter of minutes. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. We have a chance to re-record it, or we can play it back, or we can import it. I'm just going to go ahead and import it right now. All right, great. So now we see that it's here, right? But we just see this one big slide, all right? And that's, of course, not what we want. So we want to have these sync up with the actual audio, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually use Watson. So I'm going to click this button. Now, a little aside here, what you're going to have to do to connect to Watson is you're actually going to have to create a free account, okay? Now, when I say free account, it's free up to 1,000, I believe it's 1,000 minutes of text of translation per month. Okay, so if you stay under that limit, it's free forever. If you go over that limit in a month, you will pay, I think it's 2 cents per minute for everything you go on after that. Okay, so what you're going to do when you sign up is you're going to get 30 days for free. You can use as much as you'd like. After 30 days, it's going to prompt you to put a credit card in, but you will not be charged ever if you stay under that 1,000 minutes per month. Okay, if you go over, you only get charged for what you use. It's not like a subscription. You just get 2 cents a minute. Whatever you use, it's going to charge you for. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to enter in my credentials here. And let's see here. Okay, now I have the selected audio. Now you may have more than one audio track in here because you can have multiples, but it's only showing me the one because that's all I have right now. And we of course have different languages that it can translate into as well, all right, which is pretty cool. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and hit OK. It usually takes anywhere from 30 seconds to a couple minutes, just depends how much audio you have. All right, there it is. Everything is now in sync, okay? So as you'll see, I'm going to kind of expand my timeline a little bit, and you're going to see I'm going to play this. And hopefully you guys could hear this. EasyVSL is back and better than ever. As you can see, it's very simple to create stunning, engaging video sales letters in the matter of minutes. All right, so as you see, it did a pretty decent job. I think I talked a little bit fast. As you see, these two did not sync up. So you definitely, when you're recording, and that goes for any video, you know, that you're creating, whether you're going to do it this way or a manual way, you want to make sure that you're obviously going to have to do a little bit of tweaking to make sure that everything is going to sync up. Okay, so that's basically kind of how Watson works. Now, I mean, it's very cool. It saves a lot of time from having to manually sync everything, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second as well. Before we jump into the kinetic, I'm going to show you that next here. Just to show you a couple of the published settings that we have. Because we don't have anything synced right there, so it's going to leave those two out. But what we can do is you can choose your destination directory, name it, obviously. choose your video quality. You can add some metadata in as well, and then just go ahead, hit OK, and it will export that for you. Okay, so very simple to get done. So as you can see, I mean, it didn't take me very long if I didn't have to explain some of the things to actually create one of these VSLs. All right. So now what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and jump over here and do a new VSL, but we're gonna do it kinetic style. Okay. So I'll just name that kinetic. And for this one, I believe, let's just go start from scratch. So I'll show you kind of both ways how it works, okay? So now what you're going to get is about, let's see, there's 5 templates here. So you're going to get 5 different templates that are going to show you these 5 different kind of animation styles, okay? So as you can see, and you may have recognized this type of style, they're on a lot of different software sales pages out there now. It's becoming very, very popular, okay? So this gives you basically 3 or 4 different animations. As you can see, it's kind of changing out there from the first slide, second slide, and third slide that you can use to get yourself started, okay? Now, there is one of the one-time offers that they're going to be giving for a pro features. They're going to give you a lot more templates, okay? So that is one of the options that you have where you can get, and I'm not exactly sure how many. Let me see if I have that written down. Oh, it's just a bundle. Okay, so it doesn't really say right now. We'll have to go to the sales page, check it out, and see exactly what you're going to get for that. But you're actually going to get more kinetic themes, more graphics, and the audio file library as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and just pick one of these. All right, so I'm going to just pick. Let's just pick the first template here, and go ahead and move on to the next. All right. So now, as you can see, we've got our slides, okay? So these are the 3 different types of animations that it's going to allow me to do, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and just use these 3, and we will go ahead and put some text in here just so I can kind of show you what this looks like. All right, so we have, let's see, let's do something like it's back, or actually EasyVSL is back, sorry. Wow, I'm having a heck of a time here. There we go. All right. Let's do that. Now, of course, we can change, add whatever we'd like to add in here as far as your templates go. As far as text goes, we can always change everything out, okay? So it's back better than ever. And we're going to say, let's see, very simple to use. I'm just going to make this kind of generic here to use, and we'll go with, only takes a minute. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and just hit to the next so we can kind of take a look at this. All right, so right now we only have the first slide in because we don't have anything synced to any type of audio. So I'm going to do that manually here, but I'll just go ahead first and record the audio. EasyVSL is back and better than ever. Very simple to use, only takes a minute. All right, so let that do its thing and import it in. Okay, so now we have it. So now what I can do is when I start, EasyVSL is back and better than ever. Very simple to use, only takes a minute. And there it is, and it's sunk. Okay, that's it. So we can start over again and view the whole thing. All right, so that's what I mean by manually syncing things. Okay, now you can use the auto speech recognition here with Watson for the kinetic style videos as well, so you don't have to do things manually. But I wanted to at least kind of show you what that look like, or what these types of videos are. Now, I strongly suggest getting that upsell to get even more templates that you can choose from, so it'll have different types of animations on it. Now, as I said, you can keep adding more and more slides to these as much as you like, or you can duplicate these down depending on which one you want, which style you like. The first slide, second slide, third slide, and you can use as many as you'd like. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to show you how you can actually put existing videos and import them right into your slides as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start a new one here, and we can, I guess, start from scratch on this one. Okay. All right, so I'll just go ahead and again just pick something generic here. And we'll go ahead and put a slide in. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to say, I'm going to make this real simple and just to slide 1. And we'll go ahead and add another slide and another slide. And we'll go ahead and, whoops, and put this in. Slide 2. And then what we'll do, oops, actually that was slide 3. Sorry about that. Slide 3. And for this one here will be slide 2. And then what we'll do is we'll insert a video in between one of these here. So slide 2. Okay. All right, so now we've got our slides ready. Again, you can put any kind of effects you would like to on each of these slides. But what I'm going to do is actually add a video. Now what I have is just this generic little explainer video that I had created a while back. Okay, so we'll put that in, yeah, I guess right here is fine. Okay, so we'll put it in the third position. You can, of course, move these around however you'd like. But we'll go ahead and actually we'll leave it there at number 2. Okay, so now what I've got is my video inserted. All right, now we can add multiple videos. You can have more than one. Doesn't have to be just one. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit next. Now I'm going to show you a little bit kind of how you would work something where there's a video right in between everything. I had a couple of questions about this in earlier versions, so I wanted to go ahead and just explain it to you guys right now on how you would go about doing this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little bit of audio. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and this is slide 1. All right, nice and simple. We'll go ahead and import that. Okay, so now I have, this is slide 1. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually go ahead and record the other ones. Okay, so what I'm going to do is the point I'm trying to make here is that you have to have 2 separate audio files that kind of squeeze in between or squeeze around the video, right? Because you're not going to want, you know, most likely audio over your video. You're going to want to let it play and do what it wants to do, you know, in its time. So what I'm going to do is just quickly record the other audio here. This is slide 2. This is slide 3. All right. Import that as well. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to first just sync our first slide and get the actual video into our timeline. Okay, and we do that by just hitting play. And then hitting this, okay, because that's where we want this particular video to enter. So as you can see, it's on my timeline right now, the actual video. Now, the actual video isn't going to play inside of EasyVSL like this. You'll have to publish it to actually see the video. But like I said, it's a pre-made video, so you should already know, hopefully, that it's a quality video and something you want to use, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the end of that video, wherever you want to start that third slide. Basically, wherever you want to bring that third slide in, we're going to go ahead and do so, okay? Now, I may not be exactly right on here, but let's give it a shot. This is slide 2. This is slide 3. And we're done. So that's it. So that's how you have to handle using inserting video into any of your timelines. Now, again, like I said, you can have as many videos as you want. You can really mix and match, you know, all types of different assets, images, audios, audio files, sound effects, which is included in that first upsell. For the Pro version. So that pretty much concludes EasyVSL. It's extremely simple to use. Great new features with the auto speech recognition. That's great innovation by the guys from EasyVSL to bring in Watson and allow them to do that, especially if you have a long presentation. Boy, it's going to make it so much easier to sync things up. And it does a pretty good job. I mean, it's like 99% accurate. So go ahead. What I'm going to do is drop a link down below. You'll see to get over to the page to learn a little bit more about it and pick up your copy. There also should be a link above here right on over the video that you can go ahead and click, and it'll lead you over there as well. So go ahead and pick up your copy today and enjoy.